Yeah, hi. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about this for a little bit. I want to talk about the Gabby Petito tragedy case. So Gabby Petito, she was a 22-year-old girl. Um, she was on a road trip with her fiance. They eventually got found by police officers that they're having an altercation. And then eventually, after their altercation, the police let them go. And unfortunately, Gabby Petito was eventually, unfortunately, gone missing. And then she eventually was found. Her remains were found, and it matched her. So, unfortunately, she was found dead. And yeah, it's really sad. And it was a big news that that actually spread. That a lot of people got to know about it. It was actually spread to mainstream media, which I do think is a good thing. But unfortunately, a lot of people turned that into a negative, especially in terms of politics and shit like that. First of all, very sad. Very sad that about this story. She was 22 years old, same age as me. I just turned 22. First of all, she seemed like a good person. I don't know, like, because they were like showing like she was like all traveling. And first of all, she was really a very beautiful girl. Like, she looked very beautiful. And then unfortunately now, like, that beautiful soul is gone. You know, very sad. And like, come on, she died young, like really in a young age. It's really sad. It's pathetic. You know what I mean? Like a young person should not have to die. You know, it's very sad. But a lot of people are saying that this because now she was found dead, she was obviously murdered. So it was a homicide. So it got to be somebody who did it. A lot of people are saying it's the boyfriend or the fiance. That could be the case, and it does seem like it, since unfortunately with the boyfriend, he went missing too, or he's like hiding apparently. And if that's the case, then something's up. That he did this, and that's really fucking sad. That's fucking pathetic. If he did it, fuck that piece of shit. He's a piece of scum. A lot of people could see, like, there could be multiple scenarios. Maybe, he did it. And he was like, and if he was found, he would be proven guilty even though he didn't do it. But if that's the case, why didn't you call the police? You know what I mean? Why did you call the police? And then I'm also seeing like a lot of comments, and let's talk about the comments. I'm seeing a lot of comments, a lot of things that are stupid. They're trying to turn this into negative and shit like that. Like, for example, the comments. Oh, that's what you get for dating a piece of shit. This is why you should choose better people. You should, like, I'm seeing people like turning this like, oh, it's her fault, like, for dating. Like, first of all, okay, yeah, there's bad men out there, blah blah blah. She should, whatever. But we don't know if he did it. But obviously, like, it seems like he did, because like, why is he like not reporting? Why is he all of a sudden missing? You know. But like, why are you trying to do this a negative thing? Okay, how does she know that, like, if he was gonna be a piece of shit? You know what I mean? Like, oh, she was an idiot for dating. Like, that's pathetic. Don't bring that up. Come on, she lost her life. You know what I mean? And they seem like they were like, I don't know. Again, I don't know. We don't know them. You know what I mean? But it's sad. But like, to say that it's her fault for dating that guy, come on, it shouldn't have happened in the first place. You know what I mean? This is why we gotta raise our kids to be better. We cannot raise these people to be pieces of shit and end up doing stupid shit. And that was her fiance, for God's sake. And like, really, they're already starting their fucking lives. It's sad. But definitely the big thing, what people are saying, or trying to turn to negative, is that why is this getting mainstream attention, but not other people, other races, or other races? And they're calling this missing white girl syndrome. And I'm just thinking to myself, are we really doing this? We are. Innocent life has been taken away in this world, and we're really gonna make this all about race, and we're really gonna fucking use that narrative to try to spread it. Like, first of all, it's fucking sad that anybody's missing, no matter what race or gender. And I do think that any mainstream attention should be given no matter what. Okay, but we're gonna talk about that. But about like Gabby Petito and stuff like that. I was watching Steven Crowder. And he was pointing out that, you know, all the, like, about the whole police situation. It may have been apparently like, but I say this is both at fault. They're both at fault in terms of what happened to the police situation, because apparently the guy, her fiance, he had scars on his face or whatever, and then she was like crying like, oh, I have OCD or whatever. Like, I do think, like, first of all, this seems like to be a like toxic relationship. If this was the case, they should not have been in a relationship. They should not have end up being engaged. And unfortunately, they were going to be engaged. And now, especially knowing what happened now, the fact that he may actually be guilty, this guy who's missing and nowhere to be found, and he is suspicious that he may be guilty, you know what, this relationship should not have been a thing. You know? And that's pathetic. And you know, fuck that scum if he's actually guilty. Okay? But you know, I'm seeing a lot of people, yeah, it's sad. It's a sad situation, and it's a darn shame that the innocent life is gone. But unfortunately now people are trying to spin as a narrative. Like, for example, this freaking journalist. This fucking journalist, a lot of people. Her name is Joy Reid. She's on MSNBC. And also, like, there's a lot of people who are following this narrative. Because of this situation, now the people's like, she died in the same place many Native Americans died. Like, really, we're gonna bring up that shit? We're gonna bring up that shit? We're gonna bring up what happened? I hate to say it happened years ago, but then people gonna say, oh, but why are we not gonna forget about 9/11? But the reality is, okay, guess what? First of all, Native Americans are pieces of shit. Okay, they're pieces of shit. They eat fucking goddamn, they're cannibals and shit like that. Okay, let's be honest here. But really, come on here. And they killed innocent people too. So don't give me this shit that they're innocent. Okay? And that's how fucking shit was back in the day, taking land and shit. Okay? That's how we would fucking do. But for real, really use that excuse that, oh, she died on the land of many Native Americans. Like, are you fucking kidding me? How could you be so insensitive on like a situation that happened? You know what I mean? But also, there is a narrative that, oh, why didn't African American women get the spotlight? So, if you look at the statistics, and they even provided, this is like in CNN, and I hate CNN. Like, they go on to show that many... Hey guys, sorry my camera cut off, and I basically had to let my phone charge, so I'm going to try to... Bear with me, I'm trying to remember what I said. I did watch a little bit of what I just recorded a few hours ago. Basically, on CNN, it shows the statistics that there are more whites that are gone missing than blacks and Latinos and all that stuff. While it's unfair, I do believe it's unfair that why not we highlight some of them, but the truth is, obviously, if the case that literally white people are missing, like maybe that's why we see them more, you know, than African Americans or Asians or Latinos, you know, who are not white. Doesn't mean there's some freaking bias. And again, like what I remembered with like what not only Steven Crowder but even the Hodge twins. Like, this is what the media is not, because again, if this is the case, why isn't the media themselves reporting people who are of color, why they're missing? And chances are it could be because it's going to make their own race look bad. You know, they have, the media, you gotta understand, they have their own political affiliate. You know, since the media is run by the left, if they say, like, oh, you know, why a black person is missing, why a black woman's missing, it's because another black guy or whatever. You know what I mean? That is probably why. And all these other things. Sure, like, what I've seen recently, there was like a black dude missing, but it could be because of other dudes, or even just like in general, like because of stupid shit. You know, like against their agenda. And then now they're gonna use this as an excuse that, oh, see, this is white privilege, blah blah blah. You know, why is this the case? You know, first of all, again, it's fucking pathetic that we're using like the saddened passing of Gabby. We're gonna turn this into a negative. Just even though here's the thing. Obviously, I do agree. We should definitely try to like put out there like more, like not just of course white people missing, but just people. Yeah, I agree with that, because nobody, like, we should definitely try to find who the fuck they are, where the fuck are they. But also another reason what could be the reason is like the amount of effort is put in, the amount of money is put in, You know what I mean? Chances are people who have they're not like the families or whatever. Even though they shouldn't, I don't think they should put amount like money, their own money to try to find these people, whatever. They should just be given, if anything. But that's what's gonna happen when you got like government funding freaking police officers, shit like that. You know, even though I'm pro cop or whatever, but like that's definitely the sad part. And some people like even people at the FBI, it's like suspicious. You know what I mean? So. And again, like there's people apparently like what Stephen Crowder pointed out, like the FBI is like it's suspicious. Like that's why it's hard for like it's not even like it's just like it's harder for them, not harder for them. But it's just like it's also hard that to get them to freaking find people, which is weird. I don't get it. Like why it shouldn't be like simple, like trying to find people, whatever. Like why do you have to try to put some like legit effort to tell FBI, like people, or just people that just find, it's fucking sad. I do agree, yeah, we should put effort to try to find people who are missing. But again, to say that there is some bullshit called missing white girl syndrome is the most retarded fucking thing that I ever fucking heard. Okay, that is the most retarded fucking thing I ever fucking heard. Like, why you gotta put race in everything? Why you gotta try to turn make everything a negative? Instead of trying to make sure, let's try to find someone who is responsible for what happened to Gabby, or just in general, why can't we just put an effort to also just show respect? And also, let's try to not say, it's her fault, like she's a person of privilege, blah blah blah. Why are you paying attention to her? Why not find this other person who's black or non-color, blah blah blah? How about we actually just agree that it's darn shame this has happened, but we should definitely try to put effort to try to find more people, whatever, okay? But, like, to say, like, why are you focusing on this? We should, like, come on, we gotta fucking, that's fucking sad, you know what I mean? Like, turning this situation to, like, your own propaganda. Like, come on here. Overall, I do think this, like, I did want to make this video, like, even, like, because it just makes me sick, definitely, like, finding out this idea that her like unfortunately like just missing and her body's found, and now like her fiance's like nowhere to be found or whatever. Like what the fuck is going on, you know what I mean? But again, you gotta understand, like to say that this is like some missing white girl syndrome shit is really fucking retarded, okay? Because again, like it's all about point effort, and also like even by the media themselves. Because they're the ones that are not putting out there, like, why, like, the coverage of a certain person of color or whatever. Because chances are the reason why they might be missing is because of, like, their own race themselves. This is just to make, apparently, like, well, I'm guessing, I don't know, if either the media is trying to make the white guy look bad, even though I will, like, if he is caught guilty, fuck that piece of shit, fuck that fiance, you know what I mean? But to say that, it's, why isn't this certain black person whatever got, like, because again, it's either because the media choose not to, even though they have the platform to share that, or it's just again like fucking, it's about the effort, obviously, but I don't think it shouldn't like some money or amount of effort. It should always be like effort for anyone who's missing. I am an advocate of trying to find people who are missing, no matter what race or color. Or even gender, 2 genders, okay, motherfuckers? Like, seriously, it's a darn fucking shame. People should not be gone missing, and there's not a lot of effort put in, okay? Maybe this is just coincidence, maybe because the family actually put in the effort to, or, I don't know, but it's just, that's the thing. But in the end, we gotta also try to find out what happened, what led to Gabby Petito. I think that's, just Gabby in general, like, what happened? Like, why did this innocent, like, we don't know if she's innocent in terms of what happened, in terms of her and fiance, in terms of what happened in their car ride, but the reality is, like, the fact that she died young is fucking sad, and we should definitely find out how she died. Obviously, like, she died because of homicide, it's ruled a homicide. We gotta find out who did it. Chances are it might be the fiance, and that's fucking pathetic. But again, just turning this shit, it's missing white girl syndrome, bro. That's the most retarded fucking thing I ever fucking heard. Okay? And it's really fucking sickening. We gotta turn an innocent woman's death. And you gotta talk about this shit. You know what I mean? Come on here. Come on. It's not like this fucking person was a criminal. Okay? She may have had issues with her boyfriend, but it doesn't mean like maybe she was a bad person and she didn't deserve to die. Okay? Come on. She didn't commit a crime or whatever. We don't know like what happened. So overall, I just think it's fucking pathetic, and now the media and even people from the left are turning this to a bad thing. People like freaking Reed, that freaking stupid fucking MSNBC. What's her fucking name? Yeah, Joy Reid, for God's sake. Joy fucking Reid. Freaking pathetic, you know what I mean? Just fucking pathetic. Overall, I hope there's some justice will be served. Hopefully find the answer. Hopefully if he find the fiance to see what the fuck happened. I wish I said more. I don't know what else to really say. All I have to say is like, it's a darn shame that her young life has gone. I don't like also, and plus I really don't like also that the people who are, like just what I'm seeing on fucking Instagram or Facebook, like, oh, like, you gotta turn this into a bad thing, you know, or like it's her fault, oh, you know, this is the definition of privilege, they're finding her already, but they can't find a certain black person or whatever, and blah blah blah. Okay. Like I said before, I'm not trying to advocate one side or the other. I am belief that we should definitely find anyone, no matter what race, ethnicity, gender. We should definitely find them. Hopefully there'll be justice. Make sure they come home safe and sound, and we find out what's the reason for their missing, of why they're missing. This, and again, it's all about involuntary missing. Like sometimes, unfortunately, what we found out, like what we can find out, is like some of these people are missing due to themselves. But in terms of involuntarily being missing, we got obviously like I am advocate in terms of hopefully we find these people. They should definitely give them the same amount of attention, but turn this like issue like, oh, and say this is missing white girl syndrome crap. It's it's like, why you're putting white into something? Like why? It's like, oh, white privilege, blah. Like this is just fucking retarded. Okay, this is just retarded. To use this fucking left-wing propaganda bullshit. And just to even hate on white people too. There's even people are hating on her. This dead women, just because like her life is gone and then she was able to be found. How sad is that? That is the most piss off thing I've ever seen. I'm gonna piss off the situation that she's dead because of sick shit like this. Her possibly getting killed by her fucking fiance. But the fact that we have to use this as a fucking political agenda is a fucking sickening thing. Seriously. If anything, this reminds me of this George Floyd shit. For God's sakes. Seriously, for fuck's sakes with George Floyd, the same George Floyd crap, but the reality is with George Floyd, the guy was a fucking criminal. But we have to advocate, act like he's a fucking hero. I'm not saying that what the cops did were right. He died because of the cops. But for fuck's sakes, obviously, if the guy was cooperating, maybe she would have died. And maybe, again, going back to Gabby, maybe she should have gone with the cops. It would have saved her life. You know, then she would be in the situation she was at. You know, where unfortunately she's gone. You know what I mean? Well, also, like, the old issue of the FBI shit and the cops, I agree with Stephen Crowder. We gotta teach our kids, we gotta teach them well, you know, we gotta teach them how to be men and women, what they can do when they have a situation themselves, like self-defense, maybe have their own weaponry to make sure they're safe, because it is a cool, I'm not denying that, you know, I am an advocate, of course, you know, men get a bad rep and shit, but obviously there's no defending this crap, man. There's no defending that how she died. Chances are it might be her fiance, because like I am in agreement that it may be her fiance indeed. Even though I've heard one of my friends on Facebook, they wrote like on Facebook that, oh, either he's responsible or he may be known as responsible if he even reported anything, but it's not his fault. But if that's the case, where the fuck are you? You know, why you're hiding? Like, if anything, that makes shit more worse. You know what I mean? Overall, a darn shame. Rest in peace to Gabby Petito. I think that's how you pronounce her last name. Darn shame. Really a sad situation. God bless her family. My condolences. Hopefully justice will be served. Hopefully we find out what the fuck happened. Who did it. Why the fiance probably did it or not. Where the fuck was he? But not just that, also, this whole white syndrome, this missing white girl syndrome shit needs, this whole shit just putting race in anything, pulling the race card and shit like that. It needs to fucking stop. It's the most ridiculous fucking thing I've ever fucking heard. Fuck it, and fuck those people who are, I understand. Yes, I would understand if people who are in argument, why aren't you, finding people who are of color, I understand. I think that's better than fucking advocating, Black Lives Matter shit. Obviously, I'm not denying that. If it is a problem to say all lives matter or innocent lives matter, I don't know what to fucking tell you. But here's the thing. Reality is, I do agree, sure, we need to, hopefully they'll meet more representations and make sure that we can find these people, no matter what race and gender. But to turn this situation to, this is the problem of white people and shit, this is the hate on, it's fucking pathetic. And it's also sickens me. Oh, she was found in a place of Native Americans. Do you guys have no fucking heart? You guys have no fucking heart? Come on here. Come on. Missing white girl syndrome, my ass. Imagine someone saying missing black girl syndrome. You know how fucking retarded would that be? You know how much a racist idea would that be? If anything, that's fucking racist what this fucking Roy bitch is saying. This stupid NBC reporter. And also these people are advocating that shit. God damn, I would understand if you know somebody that are missing. I understand, but to say white people bad, white people, fuck white people, man. Who gives a shit? It's all about us. It's fucking pathetic. All right, let's not see people. Until next time, peace. Yeah, bye. Rest in peace and God bless everybody. Rest in peace with people who are missing. God bless y'all. We ain't forget y'all. Hopefully, there'll be more advocacy of people who are missing. It's really darn shame. Cheers. And also, about the whole missing white girl syndrome. Where we have the missing white boy syndrome. Oh, that's offensive to men. You know how retarded that would be? I'm telling you, this is so retarded, man. Stop bringing race to everything. Stop fucking turning something oh my god, just advocate, let's hopefully find more people who are missing. Or you gotta turn everything to a fucking race and turn this situation to a race issue. It's fucking sad and sickening, okay? Till next time, peace, yeah, bye. Fucking pathetic, man. One more fucking thing. For the people who say, oh, why didn't the cops do their jobs? I thought y'all don't care about cops. I thought cops should be defunded and shit like that. That's also one of the reasons why this shit's going on. And why freaking you don't get people, found and shit like that. You wanted to fund the cops, you wanted to fund the fucking NYPD, FBI and shit like that. That's what's gonna fucking happen. When you need the help, ain't gonna fucking happen. And that's why nowadays we gotta protect ourselves. Obviously we gotta treat people better. We gotta fucking raise our people better. And whatever, but for God's sake, y'all now advocate for cops? Now look what happened. We lost a fucking life. And now more lives are gonna be fucking you wonder why people can't be found, and y'all wanted to defund cops. Okay, God bless. Yeah, whatever. Overall, rest in peace, and God bless everybody. Let's hope for the best in the world. It's a sick, cruel world out there. We gotta try to make sure it all goes well and try to help our people out, man. We gotta stick together. Fuck the COVID shit. We gotta fucking stick together. Actually help each other with this shit. Make sure people don't get kidnapped or whatever and missing. For God's sake.